Hello everyone, welcome to another Mod Monday. Today we're going to be taking a look at a mod that I believe is relatively new. It's called Bibliocraft. I had never heard of it before I started playing Feed the Beast. Anyway, it's a very interesting mod that adds a whole bunch of decoration stuff. Oops, bumped my mouse. Sorry, I leaned over to grab my phone because it was starting to vibrate. Anyway, Bibliocraft adds a whole variety of decorations in terms of shelving, armor stands, book shelving, potion shelving. It's a lot of shelves. Anyway, oops, wrong button. So right here is a desk. That is one of the many decorations in Bibliocraft. In fact, if I turn around, you will see all of them. Take a look at all this stuff. Basically, Bibliocraft adds a new aspect to Minecraft in terms of how you can store items. And that is pretty much with shelving. You have pretty standard bookshelves, which you can actually store books in. They have to be written books, though, or book and quills. Or enchanted books as well. Those work too. Potions. You can store up to 12 potions at a time, or a whole bunch of bottles of enchanting. Standard shelves, which you can pretty much throw anything you want onto them. You have writing desks, which you can't actually write with, unfortunately. You can right-click and pull your book off, start writing in it. There, sign that. Accidental birth. Sign and close, and pop it right down. Yeah, it doesn't do the shiny thing. I don't know if it does the shiny thing at all or not, because right now I have fancy text, or not fancy textures. I have the fancy setting turned off because with all of this stuff on the shelves and fancy mode turned on, it tends to kill my frame rate. Here, let me show you. Video settings, graphics, fancy, and frame rate is down to 20, 18, 20 when I look that way, 18 when I look this way. So the more of this stuff that you have in view, the worse your frame rate's going to get. Of course, that could be because of all the potions. Here, let's kill all these. There we go. Much better frame rate. Alright, so we'll leave the fancy settings turned on right now. Get rid of all that garbage. Alright. Next up on the list, we have tool racks, which you can store weapons or tools on. Nothing else, just weapons and tools. Then you have display cases, which you can put your most prized possessions in. They can be placed along the wall like this, or along a surface like this. And it all depends on your angle. Like if you are right-clicking onto the wall, they're going to go there. Actually, it works kind of like pistons. They will change their direction based on the way you're facing. So if you're more above, it's going to place it on a standard area. And then you finally have armor stands, which I just want to test out. Do they display leather colors? Yes, they do. That's very great. Diamond and iron. And when you open the interface, you have your armor list right here. So you can shift-click them all on. They'll hop off the stand and onto you. And when you're done, you can just toss them right back. Now, one thing I really like about this mod is just how nice it makes a place look. Even though this is outside and just on a wall, it does kind of look like it'd be in a cluttered mage's laboratory somewhere. And I also like how it shows the enchantments glowing on the items, if they have enchantments on them. Oh, and other thing that this adds is an item called a label. Now this works kind of like a sign or a painting, except you can place it anywhere really, and it will place on this block, the one that you place it on, and always goes along the bottom of the block next to it. And you can apparently walk on them too. Now the labels have 3 slots in them, so you can throw a random item, or 2 or 3, to kind of help you get an idea of what's in a chest or a case or something like that. They don't work very well in labeling shelves due to how they are on the block next to it instead of on the same block as a shelf. So if you want to try labeling your shelving, well, I don't know why you would do that anyway, because, well, it's a shelf. You can see what's on it. And it does work with mod items. I still have the camping mod installed. There's some marshmallows, marshmallow on a stick. There's some radish seeds and radishes. So you can store mod items on these shelves as well. Alright, so crafting time. How do you craft all this wonderful stuff? Well, in order to craft a desk, you need the appropriate wood. You need slabs, a feather, and a torch, and 2 blocks. That'll give you a desk. Armor stand is made with some stone slabs and a couple iron ingots. A bookcase, 6 planks and 3 slabs. Labels, you need 6 slabs arranged like a fence. Potion shelf, you actually need a glass bottle for that, which is kind of interesting. Anyway, 6 more slabs, 2 more planks. You're going to be using a lot of wood with this mod, essentially. Tool rack, more slabs, and a bit of iron to make some hooks. The oak shelves are, pretty simple. And then there's the casings. Now there's 4 different colors of casings: red, blue, green, and black. You make them with your selection of wood, some glass, and the color you want inside. But it has to be red, blue, green, or black. Then there's the tape measure. In order to craft it, you need the tape measure reel, which is made out of string and some yellow dye. And then you surround that with some iron, like a compass, and you get a tape measure. Now the way the tape measure works is you right-click on the ground, and you go to where you want it to, where you're trying to measure out to, and it will tell you the measurement. Now if you're doing this in an angle, it will also give you the measurement, but I think it will only give you the longest distance for the measurement. So if you want to figure out the height, you still have to figure it out yourself with the tape measure. You can't just simply go from corner to corner. So that's Bibliocraft. Very wonderful looking mod. I am considering adding it to my brain fart. I can't remember the name of my own series. Castle Resurrection thing. My God, I can't remember my own series. What's wrong with me? Castle Rebirth, was it? Castle Rebirth. That's the name of it. I just realized that both of my main series now are about resurrection and rebirth. I wonder why that is. Anyway, that's Bibliocraft. Hope you guys like this mod. If you do like it, link is in the description, so go check it out for yourself. Warning, if you have a slow computer, make sure that you have those fancy settings turned off. Otherwise, you're going to have some pretty bad frame rate when you have potions, or a lot of enchanted items. Oh, and one other thing, when it's nighttime, these desks will give off a little bit of light. Not very much. If you take a look at the F3, your light level is, I think, about 5 right next to it. Yeah, it's 5 next to it, and I guess the block itself will count as 6. So you're going to want to have torches around there, otherwise you're going to have some zombies and creepers visiting your library in the middle of the night. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and fave. I'll see you next week with another mod. Take care, and goodbye.